All right, today is Sunday, February 25, 2024. And man, these things were a real pain in the butt. What we did, well, originally, okay, so these things were pretty well whooped. I tried to find some, and you know, most of the ones that I was finding were in the same condition, if not worse, especially under the battery. So for the past year or so, I've been trying to find a set, and I didn't. So I figured, I guess we'll just repair what we did, or repair where it's needed. So that's what we did. Bobby did most of the work. We did a little patch down here. Also he welded up some of the holes, filled in all the staple holes. So these things are kind of molded smooth. Didn't fill in the holes completely everywhere. But for the most part, yes. This is driver's side front. So might utilize that hole right there for some of the wiring, headlight wiring if needed. So after that was fixed, after all the patches were fixed, I had them powder coated, sandblasted and powder coated, and then got them back. We hit the underside with 180. GoPro turned off on me. We hit the underside with 180 yesterday, 180 by hand, and I Raptored it. So Raptored it matching green. I'll show that once we're done. And then I hit the top side with some 2K primer. I went the cheapest 2K primer I can find because I don't have any of the premium stuff that I like. So I went on Amazon or eBay and ordered the absolute cheapest 2K primer, and I kind of regret doing that because, man, that stuff sprayed. And it was like 70 degrees yesterday. We sprayed it outside. But man, with a 2.0 tip, that stuff was just spraying like sheetrock texture. It was just terrible, man. So I paid for that today whenever I had to sand them. So I went sanding them 400 grit by hand. It's pretty tedious, but I got them about as good as I want to get them. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow is come in and seal them with some epoxy and go base coat, clear coat on the top sides, matching Raptor on the bottom side. Radiator support. Radiator support, this one was pretty rotted as well. Down here, we did a little bit of repair work. Then I Raptored it, so once we got it back from powder coat, sandblast powder coat, it was pretty well pitted. It's all over. And I didn't really want to sit there and primer and sand to fill those pits. So I opted to Raptor. And we missed a couple spots, but I'm going to address that tomorrow whenever I paint it. All we did was just Raptor basically the bottom half, and I'm going to base coat, clear coat the top here where I have a tape line. So when you open the hood in front of you, it'll be painted. And then tomorrow when I paint, I'll go ahead and hit these little spots that we missed. It was getting dark on us yesterday. We Raptored this outside as well. Sun was going down, shadows, whatever. We missed some spots. But plan is tomorrow to come in, and I'm really running low on materials. I got about enough epoxy to seal these things. I have enough base coat and I have enough clear coat, but running low on sandpaper. I mean, we're at the finish line and I'm running dry on all my materials. So bring you guys back tomorrow, Monday, after work. I'll go ahead and paint these things. All right, so we're back. It's Monday afternoon, 26, I believe, about 2 o'clock. And I got some base coat mixed up. I mixed up about 16 ounces of the same stuff, lessenol. It's 2-to-1, slow reducer. 77 degrees in here, so it's warming up. Got the AC on. Just gonna go straight to base. I was gonna seal them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight to base. Hopefully we don't have nothing funny happen. I don't think it will. I really don't have that much epoxy for sealer, and I don't want to be cleaning the gun, so kind of lazy. I'm just going to shoot some green paint on it and see what happens. I just waxed and greased them down, wiped them down in about 15 minutes, and get to spraying, bring you guys back after these things are coated. All right, here we are, 2.5, 3 coats of base, and I'm spraying the whole 16 ounce. I was able to get 1 light dust coat and then 2 full coats. So they're green. They do have some imperfections from the prep, mainly because I got discouraged after sanding that 2K high build quality of it was terrible, so kind of discouraged me, but whatever. They're green, they're gonna be shiny. This looks pretty good. Kind of transitions from, you know, smooth to the Raptor, so kind of like that. Man, I got ahead of myself. I've been thinking about spraying, you know, all day, and I came home and first gun I grabbed was this because I was gonna seal it. I decided not to seal it, and I went straight to base, and I meant to use my DV1. So I switched out after the first coat. The orange one did fine though. DV1 just feels a little better. It just feels like it atomizes better. So anyways, it's been about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, getting ready to mix up some clear. Gonna be spraying the Euro 4:1 to 1.5 slow activator. Should have enough. I'm gonna give you these things 2 coats. May or may not have to dust on the Raptor, clear the Raptor. I don't know how it's gonna look if I just stop clearing right here, but we'll see. We'll see, bring you guys back once these things are cleared. All right, we're back. We cleared these things, and I must say it came out pretty good considering the amount of prep that I gave them and the condition that I'm spraying in. With Bobby's car sitting right here, he's been welding and grinding in this room for, I don't know, 8 weekends maybe. So I like the transition between the paint and the Raptor. I did have to clear the Raptor just real quick so it can kind of freshen up a little bit to match the gloss level. But so the top part's painted to match, and the wheel wells came out pretty good considering, like I say, the amount of effort that I gave them. Probably gave them about 70% effort. Down here's a little ugly. I did some body work down there. Battery tray covers that, so I'm not too worried about it. But the areas that you see, you know, when you open the hood, came out pretty good. No runs. I really slammed the second coat on. Did get a little booger right there. Live with that. I'm not worried about it. That Euro is really glossy. Really glossy. So next up is gonna go ahead and make these to the fenders and then put the fenders on the car. So we're moving right along. Hope you guys enjoy this little process. Just to recap, the process was did some metal work. We filled some holes. We had to replace this whole section right here. It was all pitted real bad. Still some remnants of some pits. And then had them sandblasted and powder coated. And then we scuffed the powder coat on the underside with 180, and we Raptored them. Can't really see, but we Raptored them directly over the powder coat, and then I scuffed the top sides with 180, 2K primed them with wet sand 400, the 2K primer, and then straight to base coat today. 2 coats of base, 2 coats of clear. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Felt good to get back in the spray gun mode. It's been a few months. It's finally warming up, 77 degrees. So we're good. It was a good day, and I'll bring you guys back once we get these things hung on the car.